Jews and Christians both believe Genesis creation story was given by the inspiration of God to Moses. Now, skeptics believe that there's an error in the creation story itself. The big question skeptics have is, it is impossible for there to be light on the first day when God didn't create the sun and moon till the fourth day. So let's have a look at the Bible. So they get this from Genesis 1. It says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, Let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day." Now when we scroll down and we have a look at, it says here in verse 16, "Then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, so the evening and the morning were the fourth day." Now skeptics are saying God made an error here. He's talking about a light in the beginning in verse 1 to 5, and now he's talking about creating the sun and moon and the stars to shine upon the earth, so he's clearly made a mistake.
Houston, we have a problem.
So do we actually have a problem here? And if so, how do we reconcile this? Well, the best thing to do is actually look at the word of God. So let me get my sword. Hebrews 11 verse 3 says, "By faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which are visible." Okay, so what was made was formed from the invisible. So skeptics have to have blind faith in Jews and Christians. Let's get some backing from the scientists. So this is a quark. Quarks are the building blocks of matter. Not only are they impossible to see, but they are fundamental particles that make up a subatomic particle called hadrons, the most stable of which are protons and neutrons. So the key thing to look at here is that scientists are confirming that all material, all matter, protons and neutrons and everything that's made up that we see is made from something invisible called a quark that you cannot see with the human eye. So science is confirming Hebrews 11:3. that what is seen is made from the invisible. We could pretty much call it the quark realm. And we're going to look at an example here from 2 Kings chapter 6 verse 17 to 20. When Elijah prayed and said, "Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see." Then the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and beheld the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. Now it's talking about heavenly beings here. So what I want to do is, let's just go back to Genesis 1, where they're talking about this error. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So first of all, God's created the heavens, and he's created the earth. Now the earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. So Genesis 1:1 is talking about the spiritual realm. So God's created the heavens first, the spiritual realm, and he's created the earth, but the earth is still in almost what you could say is the quark state. It's still invisible, it's without form, and later on God creates and develops the seen realm from the unseen, confirming that there is no error with the Bible, and the Bible is divine from God, knowing how to create things because he was the one who created it. Now if we read Acts chapter 26 verse 18, we get another reference about the spiritual realm and about the light of God. Now it says, "To open their eyes in order to turn them from darkness to light, and from the power of Satan to God, that they may receive forgiveness of sins and inheritance among those who are sanctified by faith in me." Now there's two kingdoms out there in the spiritual realm. There's the kingdom of light and there's the kingdom of darkness. And this is the very reason that Jesus came, to bring us into the eternal light, into the light of his kingdom. And if you've not accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord, you can do so by asking him to reveal himself to you, that you'd know him personally. Just like Paul on the road to Damascus, he encountered the light of Christ. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. So if you also want to know more about the human body and how we are the temple of God, then I'll encourage you to click on this video.